Welcome back to the channel. Today, we have an exciting breakdown of an intense matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. In a game full of surprises, Kirk Cousins and the Falcons came out on top, defeating one of the NFL's strongest teams. This game was a huge turning point for both teams, and we're going to dive deep into what happened, how Cousins led his team to victory, and what it means for both franchises moving forward. Let's start by discussing the Falcons' star of the day, Kirk Cousins. When Cousins joined the Falcons, some people were skeptical about how he would fit into the team system. But in this game, he showcased why he is one of the most reliable quarterbacks in the NFL. Cousins demonstrated his typical composure, making smart plays and taking advantage of every opportunity given to him by the Eagles' defense. One of the major moments in the game was Cousins' ability to hit deep throws at key moments. In the third quarter, with the Falcons trailing, he connected on a crucial long pass that set the Falcons up for a touchdown. That moment shifted momentum in their favor. Cousins didn't shy away from pressure. Instead, he elevated his performance, especially in the second half. Of course, it wasn't just Cousins that made the difference. The entire Falcons offense played an important role in toppling the Eagles. The team was able to spread the ball around, keeping the Philadelphia defense guessing. Cousins found multiple receivers, with key plays coming from both the wide receivers and tight ends. The ground game also played a significant role, with the Falcons running backs gaining crucial yards when needed. The offensive line deserves a ton of credit here. They provided Cousins with ample time in the pocket, which allowed him to scan the field and make those precise passes. It's not often you see a team play so cohesively, but the Falcons were in sync throughout this game, showcasing their versatility. Now, let's shift gears and talk about the Eagles. Philadelphia came into this game as the favorite, with one of the top records in the league. Their offense, led by a dynamic quarterback, had been rolling over opponents all season. However, against the Falcons, they just couldn't get into their usual rhythm. While they did put together a couple of strong drives, it wasn't enough to keep pace with the Falcons. Early on, it looked like the Eagles might dominate, especially in the first quarter, where their running game and short passing strategy worked. However, as the game progressed, the Falcons' defense adapted. They began shutting down key routes and putting pressure on the Eagles' quarterback, forcing him to make rush decisions. Philadelphia's wide receivers, who have been dominant all season, were largely contained by Atlanta's secondary. The turning point for Atlanta's defense came midway through the second quarter. After allowing an early touchdown, they regrouped and tightened their coverage. One of the major highlights was the Falcons' ability to force a turnover at a crucial moment. With the Eagles driving down the field and looking poised to score, the Falcons' defense managed to strip the ball, swinging the momentum back in Atlanta's favor. From that point on, the Eagles struggled to find their rhythm. Their offensive line, which had been solid all season, had difficulty holding back the Falcons' pass rush. This led to several sacks and forced throws that ultimately hurt the Eagles' chances. After the game, Kirk Cousins spoke about the team effort, emphasizing how everyone stepped up in key moments. He gave credit to his offensive line, wide receivers, and running backs for their contributions, and he highlighted the importance of the team sticking to the game plan, even when things didn't go their way early on. On the other side, the Eagles' coaching staff was quick to acknowledge that they needed to go back to the drawing board. This game exposed some weaknesses.